Hello and welcome to this Logic tutorial part 2. Now in the first one I showed you how to bounce a track to iTunes, open Logic properly, and make a quick random track, and that's that random track still. And I had to add some some vocals so I can show you another thing in a minute. But I couldn't do it while recording because it doesn't actually. Well, it kind of makes a lot of feedback trying to do it on 2 recordings, so I had to make it before. So I got myself to say this. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. That's pretty much it. Anyway, on this one, I'm going to show you how to use automation. Now, there's 2 ways you can use automation, and there's 2 ways you can access it. So the first way is at the top here, it says automation. You can click on it, and brings you out with this. Now there's another way, by pushing A on your keyboard, it brings out this. Alright, first thing you can do is we can bring this track volume down just by doing this. Let's put it there, and then we can play it. Now you can really hardly hear it, but I can bring it all the way up. Like that, okay? So I want to try and get near to, there you go, got straight back on the wall. Right, on here, we can also do something else. We can make it sort of fade in. So what we can do, if we push this button again, we can click on it. Let's click 2 bits there. I'm going to click another bit right about here. And what we do is if we just grab this bit here, we can grab this all the way down. And then by this one, we can fade it further in. And we can do the same with this one. To bring that down like that, and in like this. So if I play it now, so that's a good way of fading it. It's also a good way to try and keep something really steady, in case you've made something louder in one bit and one bit quieter. So if you've got speaking going across and you've got bits that are louder than others because you've recorded it differently, separately, then you can use automation to make it similar sounding quality, really. So that's one way you can do it. It's the same on this. You can use the same kind of pattern on this. So if we drag this bit over here, we'll drag it in the middle this time. That. Now if we do this, welcome to this YouTube tutorial. You can get exactly the same thing. It depends how you want to do it. So you can undo anything you want to do with Control Z, well, Command Z or Max, of course. So I can do this the whole time, and there we go. We've got all back to normal. Anyway, so let's get off that. That's automation for you guys. Next, I'm going to show you how to name the track here. Now, you may say it's a bit stupid knowing how to do this, but when you've got 50 tracks on Logic, which you can do, trying to know what's what, especially if you've got little sections on the same kind of track. So let's name this speech. So double click on that and put speech. Why do I put an E? It's an E, sorry. Speech. And then over here, we go over to this over here. This has got all your tools for Logic. So you want to use the text tool here and click on here. I used another one. Well, basically, there's 2 types of tools. So this one's the pointer, usual one. But this one, you have to click down Command and click on the thing to add it there. So we're going to talk this as test. So you can name it differently, and then we can have another bit in here if we do that. And if you drag this and hold Alt, you make a copy of this, by the way. So I'm just going to do this for a minute. And then I'm going to do the same again, but I'm going to call this happy randomly. But there you go. So if I had this something differently to that, you'd understand which one it is. So it's always good to know what you've got on your tracks and what your tracks are named. It helps a lot, trust me. Been using this for a year now, and it's helped me quite a lot in a load of stuff I've done. you can see the movie I done on this YouTube channel as well, and that tells you that had about 50 tracks, so it does help, just to let you know. Next, I'm going to show you how to add some EQs. Now, on this track, welcome to this YouTube tutorial. It sounds kind of down, but if we make, I don't want both. I'm sorry. Let's make another audio 2 and bring that down to exactly the same. Like, we're going to single this bit, and we're going to drag that bit like that. So we're just going to keep playing this over and over again. But if we go down here and hold the left button, we can use a lot of different EQs. Now, I'm going to put on a compressor on the first one. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. So I can put some gain on it. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Just gonna help me sharpen some of it. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Right, there's compression for you. It helps gain it. It helps the sharpness of the voice as well as the gain of the voice, so you can make it louder on this as well. So we're going to use that on. Actually, I think I've done it on that one. Welcome to this. Right, there you go. YouTube There's tutorial. The gain on the compression. I forgot I had it on that. Make sure when you're trying to do EQs and that, make sure you've got it on the right track, because I made a mistake there. On this one though, we're gonna add. We're gonna have a delay. Let's have an echo. Show what an echo is like. Let me just quickly mute that. Single that. Right. Okay. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. 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 There we go. Welcome to. We could also add a bit of reverb, so it feels like it's actually in a room, for starters. So we'll bring this up a bit like that. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. So you get the idea with the EQs. There's a load of different ones. There's that for any guitars. You can plug in guitars, remember, on Logic. We've got distortions, filters, EQs, and so on. But yeah, there's pretty much a lot to do. Also, let's say, because this finishes early, let's say that. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Right, it ends about there. There's two ways you can delete this section here. You can go up to split by playhead, which is this massive line that comes down the screen. That's called your playhead. So you can split by playhead. You do that, and then you can click delete, aka backspace, and takes it out. You can do exactly the same on that, and it'll be a perfect match. But there's another way you can do it. Let's say you don't want to do it that way. Well, in your tools, we're going to go down to the scissor tool. Now, down here, we can zoom in a bit. So we're going to zoom in. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Well, no, let me just try and get this. Welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Right, there. You want to say it's about there. So we're going to click there, and it's going to divide for us. Click there, and it's going to divide for us. Now, we're going to go to the pointer, click on it, and then we're going to delete it. Simple as, really. So I'm going to zoom back out. And that's about it for this tutorial now. thanks for watching, and I hope you've learned a bit more about Logic for any of the newbies.